the hell? Alright, I think I'm live. Sorry I'm late. My friends from home just called me and we were shooting the shit, which is actually kind of the topic of my stream tonight. I've been in past couple days. I've been in Dansville, Kentucky, and and Bardstown, Kentucky. I'm starting to think Kentucky is. Let me make sure the stream's running correctly. All right, cool. I'm starting to think Bardstown, Kentucky. I mean, not Bardstown, Kentucky. I'm starting to think Kentucky overall is low key one of the best states in the United States. They're like a. I thought the food was bad, but I got a burger in Bardstown, Kentucky today. That was like right in the slot. Perfect freaking burger. And like 8 out of 10 burger. And I never thought I would eat anything decent in a southern state. I don't know. But that burger was amazing. And Bardstown was a great town. Uh, Dansville, where I was the other night, another awesome town. Like real like brick buildings or like Victorian historic looking buildings or log cabins. Like it was just Kentucky's Kentucky's beautiful. I don't know how else to explain it. Everything about it is perfect, almost. And the best thing about it is, if you look on like landwatch.com, they have the cheapest. Like you can get the most acreage in Kentucky. You can get like 50 acres in Kentucky with a house on it for like under 200K. I've never seen that anywhere else, even in like the deep south, like Alabama or like Arkansas and shit. But in Kentucky, you can get that, and it's more like a Kentucky is like southern, but it's like classy southern. I don't know how to explain it. Like I don't know, but yeah, Kentucky's been awesome. Probably my favorite. No key. It's the next spot, I think. Um, but where am I at now? Today I didn't really get into a lot of conspiracy stuff, but the last couple of days I was real into like I had a bunch of synchronicities, but I don't know, I didn't stream. But today I just kind of took a break from conspiracy. I just wanted to watch something entertaining, and I was watching this dude Nick uh, Rockford. This guy, pay no attention to the title. It's kind of funny, but this dude on the right here, he is so freaking funny. He had me in tears laughing today. And all he's doing is him and his buddy are ranking or like analyzing houses on like Zillow. But he's so good at banter that I was in freaking tears laughing about it. And he's just ranking like a house. The dude's hilarious. He's kind of like got known from Sam Hyde. Sam Hyde is funny, but I think that his this Nick Rockford dude is far funnier. I think his banter, his level of banter is like god tier. I don't know. Speaking of banter, uh, I just got off the phone with some of my boys, my buddies from home, and we were just talking shit to each other the entire time, like you do. And I've noticed that like the one thing that if they're waking up or whatever, like none of my friends like are into anything conspiracy wise. Like they watch Um, they watch sports. They bet on sports every day. Man, kind of degenerate with betting, but like half of them used to be bookies, and they just basically they bet on sports. That's like the whole thing. When we would hang out, that would be like the main uh, thing that would be going on the TV or whatever. And when I was waking up to all this stuff, uh, I kind of started getting depressed because I've known these dudes since I was like 6, and they're like brothers almost. And I didn't really want to hang out with them because we had nothing in common anymore. I didn't want to. I don't watch sports anymore. I don't watch TV anymore. And like I would be like drag my feet to go hang out with them. And but every time I would still do it. I would still go hang out with them. And every single time it was an absolute blast. And it would be like it would remind me of like what the reason why I'm like we're boys, why we're actually hanging out, and it's banter, talking shit. Like that was the one thing when I was waking up that survived. It wasn't friendship, loyalty, or how long we've been friends, or like our hobbies, or like our I don't know, proximity in the town, or like social media. It was nothing. The only thing that mattered to me was banter, and I like that always made every single interaction whenever I would hang out with them awesome. It's all about banter, and if you think about it, banter is like it's in the moment. And what's in the moment? It's the creator is in the moment. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain how it works, but like I would whenever I would get like a funny thing to say to my friends or whatever when we were talking shit to each other, it would be like something that would pop into my head almost like someone put it there in my head. It would pop in my head, and I would know what I was gonna say, and then I would like just like wait for everyone to stop laughing or something, and wait for the perfect timing, and then say it. Like you can actually see this happening with Norm Macdonald when he in this part right here.
This movie coming out.
Yes.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak.
You can tell he had what he was gonna say pop in his head right then. Like he's kind of laughing because he knows he's about to drop a bomb.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D.
At the top. But yeah, I don't know. And it's funny that my friends called right before I'm actually going to do a live stream about banter. They call and we're talking shit for 20 minutes. Because I'm in Kentucky, looking at land and stuff. That's the cover story. Really, I'm going to Utah to look for dragon bones. But I'm also have been looking at land though. Kentucky has the cheapest land. You can get the most land. Great people, great every like town I've stopped at and a hotel at. It's been awesome. Bardstown. It says it's the bourbon capital of the world or whatever. Well, they had great burger, awesome burger. So I kind of think I would give Kentucky right now. I think it's a 7 out of 10 landscape. 7 out of 10. All right, that's pushing it. 6 out of 10 food. 7 out of 10 people. Probably 8 out of 10 people from people perspective. And like I've noticed that there's like no rundown like structures. It's weird. It's like a classy Alabama, basically. I don't know. I already said that. But all right. The other thing I wanted to talk about is I've been watching. I've never read the book Atlas Shrugged, but I've been watching the movies, and they're horrible movies. Do not recommend any of them. I've been skipping like a lot through them, but they give like the basic plot. And I I heard Eric Peterson. He mentioned that Atlas Shrugged at one point in reference to John Kelly, and I kind of figured that John Galt of who's like the engineer in Atlas Shrugged, is actually John Kelly, and the whole story is about the early 1900s. Not, I don't know if the actual book is about the early 1900s. I know that the movies are about the 2000s, like yeah, 2000s. So it's probably I don't know, play on that. But I think it was Keeley that was doing that, and everything Atlas Shrugged says is spot on. Where like it's not about that. How to explain this? It's like they're saying that everything is for the greater good, or for public interest, or to help the less fortunate, or something like that, right? And really, it, that only makes it worse. Like, look at California. I was listening to Benjamin Balderson and Amanda Vollmer talk about it, California today, and when I was driving, and California's freaking shithole right now because they have all these policies where they're trying to help the less fortunate, or the public good, or the greater good, or whatever. And uh, really, it should be you only help others by helping yourself. Kind of sounds selfish, but it's kind of like you're supposed to be, but not like in like a manipulative way, but like it's like an entrepreneurial way almost. Be an entrepreneur, not a uh, social worker. It's kind of like that. Like when you're an entrepreneur, you make jobs. You do all the like the helpful stuff that the social workers supposedly do or want to do, and all the like the government policies want to do. You automatically do that. It's like inherent, just by mastering yourself, mastering like working for yourself, entrepreneurship. That's the spirit of America, like the actual elite of America. Like monopolies, I don't know if they were good or bad, but it seems like if the government got involved, then it was probably the government's fault for it happening. I don't know. It's a complicated subject here, but I think that's the big thing that's happening right now. Atlas Shrugged. I haven't finished the last movie. I should have finished it before this video, but whatever. But apparently, I like skipped a bunch, and apparently they tortured John Galt for making this motor. And that motor actually does exist. The atmospheric electrostatic motor does exist. I saw it on TikTok. And I've seen Eric Dollar talk about it. It's the properties of electricity are different under a vacuum. They like appear. It doesn't require a lot of energy. I don't know. It's an interesting topic. Um, Also, John Kelly was all about like making things asymmetrical, or male, female, not just male. Male is all symmetrical, and all engines are symmetrical. If you make the engine asymmetrical, unbalanced, or like male, female, or the female will be chaotic, male will be order. So it's like ordered chaos. If you make an engine like that, that's how you would get like unlimited energy machines. And Dale Pond, I even called Dale Pond. He's the guy who figured out Keely's machine that was labeled as a perpetual motion machine in the Franklin Institute for like 20 years, 20, 30 years. It was Keely's hydro vacuum motor or something like that. And I called Dale Pond about it. And he lives in Colorado where Atlas Shrugged, their little location for hiding, supposedly is in Colorado. So I called him, and he, I don't know, he sounded disillusioned because he knew all this stuff was possible, but there's no way to get it out to the public without having it like be shut down immediately. So you can't get a patent. If you're going to do it, you can't get a patent for it. You can't try to get a patent. You can't try to market it, or they're going to hunt you down, and do what they did to John Galt in Atlas Shrugged. Torture him. And by they, I think it's a spiritual thing. It's people being puppeted by demons that they don't even know that they're being puppeted. Or they do know, I don't know. They could know. Like if you hear about demons being implanted into kids, I don't know. That's kind of woo-woo, but yeah. I want to talk about that, and then I wanted to talk about IQ. People keep bringing up IQ like it means something. I don't think it means anything. I think IQ measures an individual's resistance to trickery. So the higher the IQ, the harder to trick. That's all it means. It doesn't mean how intelligent you are. And who invented IQ? Guess. Who would not want people to... Who would want to know who's good at seeing tricks? Leprechaun? Not for... Or a goblin, maybe? Right? That's what IQ is. It's resistance to trickery. And I realized this because I took an IQ test when I was in kindergarten. It was a 4th grade IQ test, and the question was, one of the questions that I remember was, Timmy can milk 1 gallon of milk from the cow per minute. How many gallons can Timmy milk? How many gallons of chocolate milk can Timmy milk in 15 minutes? Something like that. And the answer was 0 because cows don't make chocolate milk, right? It was like just a word flip. It was just figuring out a trick. That's what it was actually measuring. It wasn't measuring how smart someone was. It wasn't measuring like their memory capacity or anything like that. It was just measuring if I could pick up on a trick or not. Which a leprechaun would love that, right? To know where he stands with the trickery. I think intelligence is more like what Box Day came up with. Where intelligence is like a gun. I don't know if that word's loud. It's like a gun. Anyway, but everyone has a different gun. Some people have like a 22 tiny little pistol, and some had a howitzer cannon. But who cares? That doesn't matter at all. The size of the gun doesn't matter. That every type of gun can kill, right? And a gun is useless without ammo or knowing how to shoot the gun. So if you got no ammo, a gun's useless, right? And ammo is the analogical equivalent to experience and information. And the ability to like aim your gun is wisdom. So that means like someone with like a 90 IQ, because they're easy to trick. That's what IQ measures. They have a 90 IQ, but they like, let's say they have like a 9mm pistol. But if they're subjected to a lot of experiences and a lot of information, and then they know how to use that, like they know how to figure out which facts matter more than other facts. Like they know how to like hone that, find the spells of truth. That's what I call them, the facts that matter more than other facts. The things that connect different topics. If they can aim their 9mm, they're smarter, effectively smarter than any doctor in existence. The doctor could have a Barrett 50 cal sniper rifle as a brain, but they likely have very little ammo or no ammo, and they have no idea how to even shoot. They don't even know that they have a gun, sword or something. Like they don't even know that it shoots information. Like it shoots bullets. The 9mm guy wins that fight to the death every single time, without question. Even though he only has a 90 IQ, while the doctor might have 160 IQ. Yeah, I bring that up. I don't know why I brought that up, but I was talking to someone about that. And then the last thing I wanted to bring up. Let me see. Yeah, gunslingers. Gunslinging. Where did I see my chat? And shit, this is buffering. I don't even know how to bring up the chat. This is annoying. Anyway, so next thing I want to talk about is gunslinging. What else was I looking up here? Yeah, okay. It's Bob Munden. And I've heard, like, you've seen like comic books and like TV shows and stuff. They say like someone has their draw was so fast that you didn't even see them draw their weapon. I thought that was all bullshit until I saw this dude. Oh, shit.
Real. Watch. 2 shots in 1/30th of a second.
Blanche LaRue, the Great Sunset, Carson, Wild Bill Elliott, Roy Roger, and of course John Wayne, to name just a few.
Hollywood inspired the gunslinger, fast-gunning cowboy image.
I'm not perfect. I'm just the best there is.
That's the coldest line ever. I'm not perfect. I'm just the best there is. I actually found out that he actually rigs his he doesn't rig them, but he plays with the action on his pistol so that less pressure is required. So it kind of makes it like a quick trigger. So it makes it faster. It's not like the stock trigger spring of like a normal pistol if you bought it stock. Anyway, but this is what I'm talking about. I have this on 0.25 speed, and his hand is still a blur. As in, you can't see his hand. Draw the pistol, cock it with his other hand, shoot it, then reholster it. So that theory is actually might be I mean, it is real. Look, watch this.
Right here.
It's fucking insane. And the reason why I bring this up randomly is the character from Hunter x Hunter that he's like a mix between Marcus Aurelius and Buddha. I think that's what he's supposed to represent in the actual show. He's like the human, the peak human that is, I don't know. You have to watch Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is so freaking relevant in real life, I think, right now. But anyway, here's what he did to get.
己の肉体と武術に限界を感じ、悩みに悩み抜いた結果、彼がたどり着いた先は、感謝であった。自分自身を育ててくれた武道への限りなく大きな恩。自分なりに少しでも返そうと思い立ったのが1日1万回。感謝の正拳突き、一連の動作を1回こなすのに、当初は5、6秒。1万回を突き終えるまで、初日は18時間以上を費やした。2年が過ぎた頃、異変に気づく。1万回突き終えても日が暮れていない。感謝の正拳突き1万回。1時間を切る。代わりに祈る時間が増えた。山を降りた時、ネテロの拳は音を置き去りにした。
Anyway, reminded me of Bob London, and the way he did that is for 2 years he became like a breatharian. No food, no water, just went to the woods, went to the nature, and threw 10,000 punches. And between each punch, he made like a prayer sign to like pray in gratitude to nature. And after 2 years, he noticed that the sun was still up, because normally it would take him 18 hours to do all 10,000 punches each time, and then he would just collapse and fall asleep. And he noticed that after 2 years of doing this, he noticed that the sun was still up, and he didn't have to immediately fall asleep or whatever. And then after 5 years, he could do it in 1 hour, all 10,000 punches. And the result is that he can move he moves his hands in that gratitude position faster than sound. Then you can even see, like Bob London, who I'm sure has practiced shooting a pistol like that more times than can be counted for years, like to an insane level, like Netero did. Dude, I'm telling you, Hunter x Hunter has so much stuff in it that it matches real life. Sorry, my air condition just went on. But yeah, he's like a Marcus Aurelius. Like Netero will he'll find out that some dude is like really annoying at like bureaucracy, and he'll hire that guy as his like second in command, just to try to annoy him because he's bored. And if you ever seen like old kung fu movies and shit, where the character wears like a flat piece of wood with one like thing underneath it, like sandal, I think that was done for this reason. It's like a balance thing. They're training their balance. So it's like they're bored, and they're trying to master more of themselves by doing that. Like that's something Marcus Aurelius would do. I don't know. He probably never did that, but he would do it if he knew about it. I bet. It's like purposely doing something that makes you uncomfortable. That's what this guy, like, this whole thing is in terror. Anyway, there's one other thing I want to talk about. I forget exactly what it was, though. Shit. Damn it. Something to do with one-on-one podcasts. One of these podcasts I watched. I'm trying to remember. Damn it, I didn't write it down. Shoot. Damn it, I forget. Check the chat, and then I guess that's the end of it. Shit, it says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Okay, sweet. Yeah. Yep, me too. And Ren is described as basically the prickly goosebumps. It's it says like something. It would feel like prickly needles on your skin. And that's what the prickly goosebumps feels like, right? Darn it! I was gonna fucking bring this into something else, but I forget. Damn it! Maybe I have it on here somewhere. Damn it. I don't know. I think I'm about to call it. Unless I find what I was going to talk about. Yeah, I talked about that. Shit. But yeah, Bob London being able to move that fast, at a superhuman speed where you can't even track his hand at 0.25 speed, you still can't see his hand. And he does it in 0.02 seconds. I think that is something like similar to what the Natero thing is. And I think the Natero thing also relates to etheric belief